Hello everybody, it's Jamie here for day 2 of the challenge. So you're getting this in advance the night before. You of course have visibility to all of the challenges going on throughout the week, so you may already be doing this, but if you're following one day at a time, this is day 2, and this is centered around movement. So yesterday, day 1, we talked about mindset and why it's so important to lay that as a foundation. Now I want to talk to you about movement. And yes, we will get to nutrition and things like that throughout the challenge, but today's challenge is focused around moving your ass. And why am I saying this? Because it is one thing that I see so many of my clients, so many of my peers, my siblings, my significant other, my family members, people in the community, we all have a hard time getting consistent movement in. Now, you may be looking at this, watching me saying, you know what, Jamie, I go to the gym every single day. That's awesome. I want you to keep that up throughout the program, please. There are people who are in different situations where they may not feel like getting to the gym is possible. So I want to banish all of the crappy beliefs that we have around these goals and these themes, because they are things that may seem really simplistic, but they are things that I've seen people struggle with. So here's the deal. Movement is an essential piece of your health. As you may know, obviously exercise is important. Getting your heart rate up is important. Breaking a sweat is great for detoxifying your body. And also, moving your body creates energy from the inside out. So I want you to do this with me because I'm sitting right now. Stand up. Move around, okay, however you want. So you can jump up and down, you can do a squat, and now sit again. And I can feel the aliveness in my cells, right? It moves not just your blood flow, it vascularizes your body to exercise. It gives your muscles and your brain oxygen so you can think more clearly. And it invigorates every cell in your body with this aliveness. So exercise is so important. If you don't have an exercise routine in place, I'm going to give you a quickie little, maybe 5 to 10 minute guided exercise routine to try. But if you're already doing it, awesome, keep it up. Here's how I want you to think about your movement today. I want you to think about getting movement in addition to exercise. Like, think around that singular activity and say, how else can I fit movement in? And the majority of us are sitting at a desk all day. We're sitting hunched over, we're typing, then we're eating, then we're texting, and then we're sitting in the car or we're sitting on the train, and we are just stuck. So our energy inside of us is stagnant. And as a result, we probably feel a little lifeless. So I want you to think, and this is something that I have been doing for years, so it's always important to me. I live in a metropolitan area. I have the option to take the train, take the subway, take an Uber, drive in a car, and anytime I have the chance to walk, I do it. Sometimes people think I'm crazy. I have a 30-minute walk from my train to my office by choice, because I like to start my morning off with movement to get, my brain moving, to get the creativity flowing, to get my blood flowing, and just already get some steps into my day. So if you have a step tracker on your phone, if you own an iPhone, it's already built in, so you can take a look at that and aim to get 10,000 steps in today. If you're already a pro at that, double it or cut it, 1.5 times. Aim for 15 to 20,000. And now here's how you can make it happen, because some people think I'm crazy when I say this. Think about what you do on a given day. If you are driving in the car to work and you have that commute, can you park at the furthest point in the parking lot and then walk into work? That for some people might feel really like, hell no, I can't. Yes, you fucking can. Excuse me, I'm gonna swear a lot this week because that's just my personality. But yes, you can park the furthest point away possible and get in maybe 500 extra steps. You can, instead of taking the elevator up to wherever your office is, take the stairs. Yeah, do it. Tell yourself you're going to do it. Visualize it. If you're doing affirmations this morning again, tell yourself you're going to make it happen. So if you need a reminder, put a reminder in your phone, especially around the lunch hour, which is when we tend to sit around, inhale our food, right? You know, make some time to do that, and we'll talk about nutrition and things like that later on throughout the week with other challenges. But I want you to think about movement. How can you get it in? If you have an option to have a standing desk at work, stand for half of the day. You know, stand up, sit down. Some people are in environments where they have medicine balls that they can sit on instead of chairs, and that's also giving you some great core work and stability, so that's cool. If you have the option to take walking meetings, do that. Get outside, get some fresh air with your coworkers. That alone is also going to give oxygen to your brain and help you think more clearly. Make a point to take, you know, a 15 to 20 minute walk at work. I don't care if you're in the suburbs, I don't care if you're in the city, I don't care where you are. You can take 15 minutes out of your day to walk around. Again, I'm gonna glance at my notes because there are definitely things that I wrote down because I want you to make it all happen. Oh God, please, my favorite thing. How did I not say this? So a ritual I've had with my family, I don't know why or where it started. Well, I know where it started. It started at my house in the kitchen. But since I was a young girl, or maybe like a teenager, my whole family loves music. So we love listening to music. We listen to it all day long. It really keeps me going and keeps me happy. We would have dance parties cleaning up after dinner, and it would obviously make the chore of cleaning up so much more exciting. But then we're also getting movement in after we eat. And I'm not saying do rigorous exercise immediately after eating. That's probably going to give you an upset stomach. But moving your body, going for a walk with your significant others, or taking your kids after a meal, you know, playing music while you meal prep and dancing or getting some squats in. If you're watching TV, that's a big one. So most of us are not watching TVs or shows, I should say, with commercial breaks anymore because of the way that we can record and technology. But, you know, if you're sitting watching TV at night, do some ab work, stretch. That's also a form of movement, which really helps your body repair and give back to itself and restore your muscles. I want to see what else I put down here. Yeah, so if you're a commuter, you can get off your train 1 to 2 stops earlier and get some extra steps in. Take the stairs instead of the escalator. I do this every single time I take the subway, no matter who I'm with, and they all think I'm fucking crazy. Do it. That's also a great glute workout as well. Yeah, have a walking meeting. We talked about this. And I think the thing too is that we think that we need to make so much time in our day to go to get physically to the gym. That is not true. So I told you can walk and like get your movement in all these different ways. If you want a guided exercise, if you are like someone who never exercises, I'm gonna give you real basic setup right here, okay? It requires zero equipment. You don't even have to wear your shoes. You don't have to move away from your bedroom if you don't want. You don't have to be wearing socks. You can wear your freaking underwear. So here's what I'm gonna have you do. Again, if you're not used to moving, or if you just wanna like add this little 10-minute sequence into your routine, great. So I want you to do, this is what I call my 50-50-50 challenge. Actually, I'm gonna make it 4 50s, add in a little cardio. So you are gonna start with squats. You're going to do 50 squats. I mean, I can show you, you can only see so much of me right now. And I am not a personal trainer, I'm going to say that, but you wanna make sure you put all your weight in your heels, okay? So you can lift your toes up. You want to make sure that your knees are over your toes. You want to make sure that you keep your back as straight as possible. So I want you to do 50 of these, all right? All the way down, all the way up. You can break it up into 25 and do 2 rounds of 25. And then, so after your squats, I want you to do push-ups, okay? So I'm gonna give you the, I hate this, the girly version. So I'm doing this against a table right now. You can bend your knees or you can do a full body army push-up, okay? I want you to do 50 of these as well. So again, you can break it up into 25 and 25. All the way down, all the way up, okay? 50 times. And then I want you to do some crunches. So basic crunches. Again, I'm not laying on the floor so you can't see me, but hands behind your head, keep your chin straight, bend your knees, knees over your toes, crunch up 25 times, okay? Or you can do any variation of that you want. And then I want you to get some jumping jacks in. So simple jumping jacks, arms over your head, just like they taught you in gym class. So you are doing 50 squats, 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and 50 jumping jacks. If you do nothing at all, do that. It's gonna take you no more than 10 minutes. Put your music on, watch your favorite TV show, watch your kids eat dinner, I don't know. There's always a way to make it happen. And for me, I personally really love to move my body in the morning because it's the uninterrupted time of the day where no one's bothering me. I'm not gonna have any excuses under my belt. I just got a great sleep, hopefully. And I have no excuse not to make it happen because the mornings are my time. So if you're a morning person, I strongly suggest doing it in the morning. But even if you want to set an alarm, like, you know, an hour before you go to bed to make it happen, personally, I don't recommend working out right before you go to bed. But if there's no other time to make it happen, this is what I'm here to tell you. You have a conscious choice over how you choose to utilize your time. We all have the same amount of time in a day, and I'm sure you've heard that before. So make it happen, set a calendar reminder, move your body. You're going to feel so much better. And if you can get this to become a daily routine, you're going to feel even more better. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to realize how little time it takes. And at the end of the week, I'm going to give you some further suggestions for how you can keep all this up. There are some fitness apps out there that I recommend that you can do in the comfort of your own home that require no equipment, that require, you know, some as little as 15 to 20 minutes of your time. The point is, get it in where you can fit it in and do it so you feel confident. All right? Move your peach today. Love you all.